Welcome to Daily Gossip. You will get daily Hollywood updates here. Remember to subscribe for the latest videos. It's one of those stories that pull at the heartstrings of an entire generation. A comeback that feels like opening an old diary, filled with teenage dreams and pop melodies. Today, we talk about the iconic return of Norwegian pop duo M2M, Marit Larsen and Marion, whose angelic voices and heartfelt lyrics once defined an entire era of young love, heartbreak, and innocence. And now, over 2 decades since their last performance together, they are finally heading to the Philippines, an emotional homecoming for both them and their fans. This isn't just a concert, it's a love letter between two artists and a nation that never stopped singing their songs. Long before TikTok trends and Spotify algorithms, M2M ruled the hearts of millions of teens across the globe. Their debut album, Shades of Purple, released in 2000, brought us unforgettable hits like Don't Say You Love Me, Pretty Boy, and The Day You Went Away. These songs weren't just catchy, they were anthems. For Filipino fans, M2M became the soundtrack of growing up. Their songs played during classroom crushes, heartbreaks, prom nights, and quiet, reflective walks home. So when news broke that M2M would perform in the Philippines after all these years, it wasn't just music news. It was deeply personal. It was nostalgia knocking on every Filipino heart. Marit and Marion, now 40 years old, are no longer the teenagers we saw in sparkly tops and music videos, but their bond and voices remain timeless. And what makes this moment even more emotional is the deep gratitude they have expressed for their Filipino fans. In a heartfelt interview with GMA News Online, the duo said they were stunned when tickets for their upcoming shows sold out in just 30 minutes, 8,000 seats gone in half an hour. Proof that in the Philippines, M2M's music has never faded. It's alive in every karaoke night, every playlist, and every memory replayed with a smile. Marion, with a voice that can still make a room fall silent, expressed how surreal it feels to have fans who've been with them for over 20 years. To come back and see that people still know the lyrics, still care about our songs. It's unbelievable, she shared. And Marit, always the quieter half, nodded in agreement, her eyes lighting up as she spoke about the emotion of finally performing live in the Philippines, a dream they'd both held close for so long. It's a full circle moment, Marit said. We feel like we're coming home. The upcoming concerts are scheduled for May 1 and 2 at the Reunite Coliseum in Quezon City. And if that wasn't enough, the duo is extending their performances to Davao and Cebu, giving fans across the country a chance to see them live. These shows are not just performances, they are reunions. Imagine thousands of fans singing along, reliving moments from their youth. With tears in their eyes and hearts full of love, the audience will span generations. Those who discovered M2M in the early 2000s, and newer fans introduced through family, friends, and social media nostalgia. M2M isn't coming back to sell albums or chase charts. They're coming back because they were called by the unwavering love of fans who never let their music die. In fact, Marion revealed they are preparing special performances just for the Filipino crowd, possibly including fan-favorite deep cuts and acoustic versions. And here's the most touching part. They're even learning Tagalog phrases to communicate more intimately with their audience. We want to honor the fans who've kept our music alive, Marion said. It's the least we can do. Their return is also a reminder of the simplicity and sincerity of early 2000s pop music. Before the digital age diluted emotional connection, M2M stood out with their authenticity. Two teenage girls from Norway, singing about feelings in a way that felt raw and real. No filters, no auto-tune overload, just pure voices and melodies that hit you in the heart. In a way, their return also invites us to slow down, to reconnect with music that wasn't just heard, but felt. As they prepare for their Philippine tour, the emotions are clearly mutual. The fans have taken to social media, sharing old concert tickets, burned CDs, diaries filled with M2M lyrics, and heartfelt stories about how their songs helped them through heartbreak, anxiety, and growing pains. Some are flying from overseas just to witness the magic live. Others are bringing their children along, introducing them to the duo that shaped their youth. It's a cultural moment, a reunion, not just between performers and their fans, but between generations and memories. And it's not just fans who are excited. Local artists, celebrities, and influencers are also getting involved. There are whispers of surprise collaborations, perhaps even duets with Filipino stars during the concert. And in classic Filipino fashion, expect some spine-tingling sing-alongs, especially when the iconic line, "Don't say you love me, you don't even know me," fills the arena. Those few words have never left the hearts of millions. They still bring goosebumps. They still matter. But beyond the excitement, there's also a powerful message of gratitude and resilience in M2M's story. The music industry has changed, and many artists from that era faded into silence. But Marit and Marion found their way back, not through marketing, but through pure love. Love that kept streaming their music, requesting their songs, tagging them in throwback posts, and whispering prayers of, "I hope they come back someday." And now, that day is here. So what can we expect from the concerts? Expect a carefully crafted set list, blending their biggest hits with hidden gems. Expect intimate moments where the crowd will sing louder than the artists. Expect surprises, perhaps unreleased songs, duets, or even heartfelt speeches that will leave the audience in tears. But above all, expect a celebration of music, memory, and the invisible thread that has always connected M2M and their Filipino fans. We often say that music is the language of the soul. For M2M and the Philippines, this connection runs deeper. It's a story of loyalty, of two worlds meeting through melody and staying connected long after the lights dimmed. And now, with the spotlight back on, the stage is set for one of the most emotional comebacks in pop history. As the countdown to May 1st begins, fans are preparing more than just their voices. They're preparing their hearts. Because when the lights dim and that first note plays, the arena will not just echo with sound. It will echo with memories, love, and gratitude. This is more than a concert. It's a thank you. It's a dream fulfilled. So, to every Filipino who ever whispered M2M lyrics into a school notebook, cried to the day you went away, or smiled while playing Pretty Boy on loop, this moment is yours too. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to Daily Gossip for the most emotional, dramatic, and heartwarming updates in pop culture and music. And don't forget, dreams do come true, especially when they're wrapped in harmony and sent with love from Norway to the Philippines.